First step, guys, we're going to remove this top panel, the hazard light switch. So you're going to use a plastic non-marring pry bar, and you're going to just tuck it in behind here, and you're going to lever it off a little bit. Just be really careful when you're doing this. You don't want to be damaging any panels, and sort of lever towards the plastic. Next step, there is two 10mm bolts above the stereo. Once you actually get that plastic out, and you're going to undo those. Step, you're actually going to remove the glove box. So you're going to pull it down, and on the left-hand side of the glove box, there's a little lever. You're going to pinch that together and pop that off. So it's just loose, so you'll see that that's loose now. And then you're just going to pull it upwards towards you on both sides, on the left and the right. And that will pop the glove box out. Okay. Now when we do this, there is actually a bolt in here. And this is where we're going, it's a 10mm bolt. So we'll see if we can zoom in and see it. A little bit hard. We'll move the camera. It's way in there, okay? There's actually a 10mm bolt. You'll be able to stick your head in, have a look, and you'll be able to undo that as well. So just in, see if we can do it without looking. There, okay? So you see directly in line with that ratchet, and you'll be able to undo it. Alright, cut it there. On the driver's side, we're going to pull off the left-hand side panel of the left-hand side of the SRS airbag here, and there's a Phillips head screw just here. That is going to be the first thing you have to remove. Okay, and then you can just pull forward on that panel and pop that panel right off. You can use your pry bar if you want to use the pry bar, and if you come around the other side, you just cut it there with the panel, and when you pull it forward, you're going to just pop this off. This is the receiver for the climate control, so you're just going to pull on that, and that will pop off, and then there's a locking tab on the top here. You're just going to push down and remove that as well, and that will pull that cover off. Okay guys, the next step is to remove the steering column shroud, this cover, so that we can get to the bolt on the driver's side. It's going to be directly opposite the one that we just showed you on the passenger side, but the shroud is just in the way to make it really difficult to get to. So what you're going to do is turn your steering wheel control, or the steering wheel around with the car on, and there's two screws just behind the steering wheel, and you actually have to move it, one on either side. It'll be fiddly to get out. Then once you've got that off, you can turn the car off, and you'll be able to pull that shroud apart. Okay, you'll see it there, and that will just pop down, and that'll give us enough room to get our ratchet in the right hand side there, or the driver's side, to get that bolt. Okay, so once you've got that shroud off, you'll actually be able to look in from the right hand side, and you'll actually be able to see the bolt, and you can undo it. So it will take a little bit of time, there's not much room here, and it will take a little bit to crack it, the nut, the first time, just to loosen it up a bit. But you can undo that manually. Just take a couple of minutes to undo that, and you'll be able to get it right off. Once you've got those two nuts out and the two top ones, or the two bolts, it will just pull forward, and you'll be able to pop that unit straight out, and you're gonna have to jiggle a little bit and then undo the plugs on the back. So you're probably gonna have to lift it upwards a little bit. There's a little bit of tape there, and then come around the back of the unit. So if you come up here, make sure you have your hand cupped underneath the unit so you're not actually scratching anything on the dash. And you're gonna have to go through, unclip all these plugs. So there's one. Oh, first things first, make sure you get any CDs out. If you have any CDs already in the car, turn your car on and get any CDs out, because once you undo the power, you won't be able to get them anymore. Okay. No CDs in here, so that's good. So we can continue. So just get the power here, the antenna, a couple of the other looms. They've all got locking tabs on the top of them, and also a USB one here. It's a 4-pin USB. Once you've done all the stereo, fold it forward, and down the very bottom you'll be able to undo your climate control one as well, and that's the unit completely out of the car. So not too bad. Have a look at the configuration here on the back. 2 plugs here, 1 plug here, antenna plug, USB adapter plug, and the air conditioning one, and that's the whole unit out of the car.